Do you think that drunk driving is a problem? Well, let's put it this way. It's in the headlines every day, whether it be on the internet, in a newspaper, or in a magazine. Some of the many headlines include 26-year-old man driving down a wrong way before killing one. 12-year-old boy accused of DUI. Long Island man driving drunk. I think it's quite evident that drunk driving is a problem. Today, I'm going to tell you why drunk driving is a problem and what we and the government can do to help prevent it from happening. Drunk driving is a huge problem. It occurs when you have consumed too much alcohol before getting behind the wheel. As you continue to consume more and more alcohol, the more likely you are to be in a car accident. You're more likely to be in a car accident because alcohol impairs your vision and ability to think clearly. Even in the smallest amounts, alcohol can affect your motor skills and vision. Drunk driving is a deadly and serious problem. Automobiles may not have been around forever, but drunk driving has. People still drive under the influence every single day. According to MAD, 1 in every 2,000 trips taken are taken by someone under the influence of alcohol. Most car accidents are caused by drunk driving, and DUI is one of the main causes of mortality. According to Centers for Disease Control, in 2015 alone, 10,000 people were killed. That's one person for every 53 minutes. Also in 2015, 290,000 people were injured. That's one person for every 2 minutes. The numbers for accidents and fatalities are all not that surprising considering how big the problem is. Now let's talk about what we the people can do to help prevent drunk driving. One thing we can do is we can start to hold ourselves more accountable. We should never get behind the wheel after we've been drinking. We should also have a designated driver that is sober. If we don't have a designated driver, we can always call someone to come and get us. Someone would much rather come and get us than to see us die and or kill someone else. We should also begin to educate people even more about the dangers of drunk driving. We should have classes available for everyone and not just alcoholics. Parents should start teaching their kids at a young age to not drink and drive. According to Caputi, prevention is all about persuasion. Now that we know what we can do, let's talk about what the government can do to help prevent drunk driving. One thing the government can do is pass stricter laws when someone gets caught drinking and driving. On your first offense, there should be an automatic license suspension. There should also be mandatory jail time with no bond to get out. As you get more offenses, the consequences should get worse and worse. This should help keep people that are drunk from getting behind the wheel. Another thing the government can do is make it mandatory for all offenders to have an ignition interlock installed in their vehicle. Here's a picture of what one may look like. According to STEM, an ignition interlock requires a person to blow into a mouthpiece in order to start the car. If the person is within the blood alcohol concentration level, the car will start. If the person is above the blood alcohol concentration level, the car will not start. However, the ignition interlock is a little pricey. It costs around $100 for installation and $50 to $100 to rent. The heavy price tag is the main reason why it isn't mandatory in all states. Now you know why drunk driving is a problem and what we and the government can do to help prevent it from happening. To recap, drunk driving takes thousands of lives every single year. We can start to hold ourselves more accountable. And the government can pass stricter laws when someone gets caught drinking and driving. The problem of drinking and driving has gotten better over the past few decades, but it's still taking people's lives daily. Maybe with everyone working together, we can eventually solve this problem completely. Thank you.